Alright Vault Hunters, let's be real, Borderlands 4 is packed with legendary pistols, but not all of them are worth the hype. Some might look flashy or sound powerful, only to feel like pea shooters when you actually pull the trigger. That's why today we're cutting through the noise and focusing on the ones that truly deserve a spot in your loadout. If you've ever wondered which pistols are actually worth chasing, you're in the right place. In this video, we're breaking down the absolute best legendary pistols in Borderlands 4. We'll talk about what makes them so strong, the crazy effects they bring to the table, and of course, where you can find them. By the end, you'll know exactly which guns will turn your Vault Hunter into a one-person army. Let's dive in and see which pistols are going to carry you through Kairos like a boss.
A very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel.
If you enjoy these types of list videos,
don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos.
Enjoy watching.
Thanks.
The Rangefinder is one of those legendary pistols in Borderlands 4 that immediately stands out once you get your hands on it. You can farm it from the boss Vile prototype, who you will find at Lichter's Black Site in Windspear Terminus Range. Just keep in mind, it only becomes available after completing the Dark Subject main mission, so do not waste your time checking before that point. Once you unlock it though, this weapon is absolutely worth the effort. What makes the Rangefinder special is its very unusual firing pattern. Instead of a simple burst or semi-automatic style, it fires in a repeating cycle. The first trigger pull fires 3 shots, the second fires 2, and the third fires just 1. Then it loops back again. At first glance, this might feel like a quirky gimmick, but once you understand how it works, it actually becomes a powerful tool that rewards consistent shooting. The real fun begins with its damage stacking. Each burst adds up in power, creating a multiplier effect that makes this pistol hit far harder than it looks. Players who build around elemental chance and elemental damage will especially love this weapon because those stacks can trigger some wild results. If you enjoy turning a simple pistol into a massive damage dealer that melts through enemies, the Rangefinder is definitely one of the best legendary pistols you should be chasing. The Phantom Flame is one of those Jacob's pistols that instantly makes you feel like you are holding something special. You can farm it from the duo Pango and Bango at the Tender Cage Ripper drill site in Lopside, Carcadia Burn. It is not the easiest farm, but once you see this pistol in action, you will know it was worth the grind. On the surface, the Phantom Flame already has all the classic Jacob's qualities. A super fast fire rate, quick reload speed, and that clean, satisfying feel. But what sets it apart is its unique special effect called Midday. When you zoom in, the pistol slowly locks onto multiple targets, and then, with just one press of the fire button, it unloads the entire magazine instantly. It is like watching your enemies get erased in the blink of an eye. What makes the Phantom Flame really fun is how versatile it is. The lock-on mechanic makes it fantastic for melting bosses or quickly clearing mobs when you are outnumbered. Combine that with the natural high damage and fast reload speed, and you have a weapon that is not only flashy, but also incredibly practical. If you are a fan of Jacob's pistols, this one is a must-have in your legendary collection. Ruby's Grasp is another legendary pistol that feels right at home in the hands of TDRA fans. You can farm it from Vile Lictor, who is located in the Umbral Foundry in Windspear Terminus Range. Just like some of the other strong pistols in the game, you will need to progress through the story first, since it only becomes available after completing the His Vile Sanctum main mission. Once you unlock it though, you will see why so many players chase after this pistol. At its core, Ruby's Grasp carries the classic TDRA gimmick. You throw the weapon to reload and it explodes on impact. But this one takes things a step further. Thanks to its special effect, Grasp reloading fires 4 homing copies of the gun. That means every reload essentially gives you 4 rockets that will lock onto enemies. Combine that with a strong fire rate and solid magazine damage, and you are looking at a weapon that can dish out some serious punishment in short bursts. What makes Ruby's Grasp really fun is the flexibility. You can empty the full magazine for consistent damage, or you can fire just a single bullet and reload immediately, turning the pistol into an instant launcher of 4 explosive homing projectiles. It is incredibly powerful, but the trade-off is that you will burn through ammo very quickly. If you can manage your ammo economy, Ruby's Grasp is one of the most satisfying and destructive legendary pistols you can add to your Borderlands 4 arsenal. The Seventh Sense is one of those legendary pistols that immediately grabs attention with its unique design and powerful perk. You can farm it from Vile Ted and the experiments in the Terminus district, Dominion, but it only becomes available after completing the Below the Surface side mission. It is not the most straightforward grind, but this pistol is absolutely worth the effort once you see what it can do in combat. As a Jacobs pistol, 7th Sense already delivers with a high fire rate, quick reloads, and strong base damage. But the real star here is its special effect, proprioception. Every time you hit enemies, glowing orbs spawn and float upward, only to come crashing back down once you reload, homing in on targets with explosive damage. It adds a dynamic twist to Jacobs' usual style, and it feels incredibly satisfying to watch these orbs chase down enemies for extra bursts of power. The trade-off is that the 7th Sense comes with limited ammunition, but that limitation actually plays into its strengths. The fast reload and orb spawning mechanic turn each reload into a big damage event, making the pistol perfect for both crowd control and boss fights. If you enjoy a weapon that mixes traditional gunplay with flashy effects, the 7th Sense is one of the most fun and effective legendary pistols you can add to your Borderlands 4 collection. The King's Gambit is one of the flashiest legendary pistols you can grab in Borderlands 4, and it drops from Vial Prototype at Lichter's Black Site in Windspear, Terminus Range. Just like the rangefinder, you will need to complete the Dark Subject main mission before you can farm it, but the payoff is well worth the effort. This pistol is not just a weapon, it is a full-on trickshot machine. Its unique perk, Holy Hell, changes how you think about combat. When you reload, you throw the pistol and it transforms into a floating orb with a massive hitbox. The orb itself does not deal damage, but here is where it gets fun. Shooting the orb causes your bullets to ricochet in every direction, hitting enemies within a full 360-degree radius. It is an incredible way to deal with groups of enemies, and it feels incredibly satisfying to watch the chaos unfold. The real strength of King's Gambit shines when you combine it with high fire rate weapons. Toss the pistol to spawn the orb, then switch over to an assault rifle or submachine gun and just unload. Every bullet turns into a wave of ricochets that shred through mobs without needing pinpoint accuracy. Add in ricochet enhancing skills from your skill tree, and suddenly the King's Gambit goes from a fun gimmick to a powerhouse that can completely control the battlefield. This pistol is a must-have for anyone who loves creative, over-the-top combat. Queen's Rest is one of those legendary pistols that packs Torg-level explosive power into a pistol-sized package. You can farm it from Callus, the Ripper Queen, who is found at the moon-called throne in Fallen Crown, Carcadia Burn. Just make sure you have completed the Her Flaming Vision main mission first, otherwise this beauty will not drop for you. Once you get it, you quickly realize it is not your average pistol. This one hits hard and hits fast. What makes Queen's Rest really stand out is its unique gimmick. Every bullet it fires acts like a miniature rocket, coming out at high speed with a good amount of spread. The pistol itself reloads quickly and keeps the action flowing, so you never feel like you are waiting around. On top of that, the special effect, Royal Armory, gives each shot a 30% chance to spawn a homing sticky projectile. Those projectiles track enemies and explode, turning every encounter into a fireworks show of damage. The fun with Queen's Rest is in the stacking chaos. The more you shoot, the more homing explosives appear, so consistent fire turns this pistol into a little rocket factory. It is perfect for mowing down groups of enemies or dealing sustained damage to bosses, and it rewards players who like watching their shots multiply into explosive mayhem. If you want a legendary pistol that combines speed, power, and chaos in one, Queen's Rest is an absolute must-have in Borderlands 4. The Bully is one of those legendary pistols that really lives up to its name in Borderlands 4. You can farm it from the Core Observer in the Black Line Bunker, Order Bunker, located in the Howe Fade Fields. This weapon becomes available once you reach that area, and once you get it, you will see why it is such a favorite for high-octane combat and pure damage output. What makes the Bully so unique is its special effect, Defense Protocol. Every 14 seconds while your gun shields are active, the pistol launches an attack drone that homes in on enemies and fires automatically. It is like having a mini sidekick doing extra damage for you while you focus on your shots. Combine this with the fact that the Bully can drop as any elemental type, and you have a weapon that can adapt to different enemy weaknesses while keeping the action constantly flowing. Where the Bully really shines is in its fire rate. This pistol shoots incredibly fast, and the reload is just as rapid, turning it into a full-on DPS machine. It may chew through ammo quickly, but the satisfaction of holding down the aim button, seeing your gun shield up, and having your attack drone pummel enemies makes it worth every bullet. If you like spray and pray gameplay that still feels rewarding, the Bully is a must-have legendary pistol. The San Saba Songbird is one of those legendary pistols in Borderlands 4 that feels downright broken in the best way possible. You can farm it from Rock'n'Roller at the Trinket Crevasse abandoned auger mine in ruined Sunplans, Carcadia Burn. Once you get your hands on it, you quickly realize this Jacobs pistol is not just another gun, it is a boss melting machine. This pistol carries the dueling pistol perk, which is where the real fun begins. Every time you swap guns, the San Saba Songbird deals a massive bonus of plus 100% damage for 5 seconds. The trick is to stack this bonus by cycling through your other weapons before switching back to the Songbird. Suddenly, what was already a strong pistol becomes a powerhouse capable of dishing out insane amounts of damage in just one shot. The strategy here is simple but devastating. Keep the San Saba Songbird empty, switch to another weapon, and then switch back to trigger all the stacking buffs. Bosses and groups of enemies do not stand a chance against this kind of damage output. If you love a weapon that rewards clever timing and turns every shot into a potential nuke, the San Saba Songbird is hands down one of the best legendary pistols you can own in Borderlands 4. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.